One easy and effective way to nurture relationships is by being thoughtful. It doesn't matter if those relationships are with friends, with family, or even colleagues. You can always be thoughtful within the boundaries of what those relationships allow. Apart from it being an act of kindness, thoughtfulness is a practical way to genuinely show people that you care about them. Hi guys, my name is Blessing. You're welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about what thoughtfulness is, what thoughtfulness is not, and practical steps on how we can display thoughtfulness in our everyday life. If this is something you're interested in, stick around and let's dive right into it. Now, thoughtfulness is not as deep as it sounds. Like thoughtfulness, you have to put in so much deep thought into it. It's not that dramatic. It just simply means that you're being considerate and you're being sensitive to the needs of other people around you. This doesn't also mean that you're going to be a people pleaser where you just do things being people's good books regardless of if it's convenient for you or not. And it also doesn't mean that you're compromising your moral standards. It just means that you're doing things with consideration, that what you're doing affects people either positively or negatively. So basically, you're putting yourself in the shoes of other people and you're acting accordingly. First way you can show thoughtfulness in your everyday life is by gifting. This is not really about the ceremonial gifting where you buy people gifts on their birthdays or anniversary or any other special occasion. This is majorly about just gifting people randomly something that you think they would like or value, something that will just make a difference in their day, something you know they love but they're not asking for it, but you know it's going to help them in one way or the other. It just shows that you're paying attention to their needs. It could be like buying your friend a bottle of his favorite drink when you notice that he's not in the best of mood. It could be buying your roommate some of her favorite groceries. And these gifts don't have to be really expensive. It just needs to be functional. It needs to be something that they actually would need and value. And if you're feeling very generous, you can send your friend like £1,000. Use it to buy a pair of shoes. You've been too stressed this year. I'm joking, but you get the point. It doesn't have to be too expensive. Frankly speaking, sometimes when you gift people these items, it doesn't mean that it's going to change the entire course of their day, or if someone is sad, it's going to entirely make them happy or solve whatever problem they have. It just shows them that somebody's paying attention to their emotions, to their mood, and someone genuinely wants them to feel better. The second way you can show thoughtfulness is by handwritten notes or text messages. This particular one is dear to my heart. Like, I really love text messages or handwritten notes. Handwritten notes or random text messages from people you love or even from acquaintances, they bring so much warmth. Like, you feel loved, you feel appreciated. It's almost unexplainable, but it's a very fantastic feeling, especially when it comes at a point in your life where you're feeling discouraged or you're feeling like people don't love you anymore, and then people that actually love you now send you messages telling you that they love you, they value you. Oh, it feels heavenly. It's so encouraging. It makes you feel like makes you feel loved, and then it pushes you to go ahead in life. And that's why I would encourage you, if you have friends, send them text messages, send them handwritten cards if you can, especially in this time and age where a lot of friends are separated by distance, maybe due to study or work. It's so important that you actually send these messages to your friends randomly, remind them that you love them, ask them what they need, encourage them, give them words of encouragement, pray for them, pray for them. Sometimes that is what they need at that point in time. Even a simple message as short as, hello, how are you? I just wanted to check on you, can go a long way in how their overall day turns out. So this is your cue to send a random message to your friend that you've not checked up on in a while, okay? The third way you can be thoughtful is by helping with tasks or chores, especially when you sense that the other person is finding it difficult asking for help, or maybe they feel like they are going to inconvenience you. An easy way to think about this thing is just to put yourself in the position of the other person. If you're in a similar position, what would you like someone to do for you? For instance, you see someone carrying multiple heavy bags. If you're in a similar situation, you will want someone to walk up to you and say, can I help you? You come home, you see that your wife or your husband is not feeling up to it. Help them to do one of their chores, clean the house, do the dishes, something that maybe when they wake up and they find out that it's been done is relieving for them. Do it. You go to work, you see a colleague and they're actually struggling, and you can actually relieve them of one of the tasks that they have to do. do that, it shows that you're paying attention, and it shows kindness. It's just that simple. Thoughtfulness, that's what it is. Another really simple way to be a thoughtful person is to be flexible. There's an advocacy these days for people to do whatever they like, regardless of what other people think. I understand that point of view, and it has its positive sides because it encourages people to do what they need to do regardless of their limitations and how they will be perceived, especially when it concerns their visions, their life goals, or anything that is important, whatever that is worthwhile to do. But these days, what people now do is take that piece of advice and start to act mad and start to act crazy. They just do whatever they want to do regardless of if it is inconveniencing others or not. What we need to realize is that we are social beings, and whatever we do directly or indirectly affects the people around us. So one way we can show thoughtfulness is by being flexible. Things must not always go your way. Yes, things must not always go your way, and you might want to do some things, but because it's going to inconvenience people around you, you try to adjust, you try to make amendments. Like I said at the beginning of this video, this doesn't mean that you're going to be a people pleaser, and it doesn't mean that you're going to displease yourself all the time, but it's just you being willing to make adjustments when necessary. A good example would be that you want to listen to music and there's someone reading in the same room as you. So it's either you use a headset or you change your position, go to another room. But to say that you want to play that music loudly where the person is reading at that same time, that's being insensitive, that's being mean, and it's not just a nice thing to do. It's important that we make room for adjustments and compromises, especially when they don't contradict our standards or go against constituted authorities. Another thoughtful practice is to be tidy, and this is especially practicable in situations where you need to use shared spaces, whether it's at home or at work. At work, shared spaces could either be the cafeteria, toilets, canteens, and in such situations, you need to put other people into consideration. Even though at the core of your being, you're a messy person, you're an untidy being, when you come to spaces like that, think about how you would feel when you come to that space and it's unconducive, it's messy, it's untidy for you to use. That's the same way the other person will feel. Sometimes as human beings, we feel like the way we feel is autonomous to us. If you felt annoyed when you came to that space and you couldn't use the toilet, people are going to feel the same way if you use the toilet and don't clean it up. It's as simple as that. If you think about it this way, it will help you to put other people into consideration, and you won't just be doing things like you're the only one who exists in that environment. So that's it, guys, for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If there are other ways that you show thoughtfulness in your everyday life, I would like to know in the comment section. And if there are things I've mentioned in this video that you want to start practicing, by all means, let me know in the comment section as well. Thank you so much again for watching. Catch you in my next video. Bye.